Canada quietly ripped up the script on fighter jets, and some in Washington are not happy. Could the Saab Gripen pry Canada away from the F-35 program and rewrite Arctic air power? Stick around. This could be one of the biggest defense shakeups of the decade. Today, what Canada might be buying, why Gripen is suddenly back in the running, what it means for the Pentagon and NATO, and how this choice could change Canada's defense and industrial future. I'll break it down with facts, expert takes, and what to watch next. Quick refresher. Canada's Future Fighter Capability Project was originally set to see the Royal Canadian Air Force move to the F-35. Ottawa has already committed to an initial tranche of jets, but the long-term plan has remained fluid. Politicians and analysts have debated whether to buy the rest as F-35s or pursue a mixed/more diversified fleet. Recently, Ottawa confirmed it will accept an initial batch of F-35s while still weighing options for the remaining aircraft. So why is Sweden's Gripen suddenly trending in Ottawa? There are three big reasons: cost and budget certainty, Gripen campaigns on lower acquisition, and life cycle costs compared to some competitors, promising budget stability for long-term fleet sustainment. Sovereignty and industrial offerings, Saab has pitched a Made in Canada plan, assembly, maintenance, and long-term upgrades in Canadian industry, which is politically attractive. Geopolitical shift, Canada has been aligning more closely with Nordic and Arctic NATO partners and wants interoperability with northern allies. That geopolitical reorientation makes Sweden a natural partner. The Saab Gripen E isn't just another fighter jet. It's built for smart, efficient air dominance. Designed with agility, cost-effectiveness, and adaptability, the Gripen delivers advanced capabilities without the massive price tag of fifth-generation fighters. It's powered by the General Electric F414 engine, giving it strong thrust and speed while keeping maintenance low. Its AESA radar, electronic warfare suite, and network-centric architecture allow it to detect, jam, and outmaneuver enemies in complex airspaces. Unlike many jets locked into one supplier, Gripen's open software system lets countries like Canada upgrade and customize it with their own technology, ensuring independence and long-term flexibility. It may not be a full stealth aircraft like the F-35, but Gripen's combination of low operating cost, quick turnaround, and cutting-edge sensors makes it a lethal, efficient multi-role fighter, perfect for nations seeking sovereignty and strategic control over their air defense. The idea of Canada moving closer to Sweden's Gripen fighter jet has raised real concern inside the Pentagon. For decades, the U.S. has relied on close defense cooperation with Canada, especially through the F-35 program and NORAD. If Canada chooses the Gripen over the F-35, Washington worries it could disrupt defense interoperability, weaken shared logistics, and limit joint training efficiency within NATO. The U.S. also fears losing industrial influence, since every F-35 sale strengthens America's defense network and supply chain. Beyond that, a Gripen deal would signal that even key NATO allies are ready to diversify away from U.S. defense systems, prioritizing sovereignty and affordability over American technology ties. To the Pentagon, it's not just about one jet. It's about maintaining strategic unity in the Western defense ecosystem. And Canada's potential shift could quietly challenge that balance. If Canada decides to integrate the Gripen E, the impact would reach far beyond its air bases. In the Arctic, Gripen's efficiency and rugged design could give Canada stronger patrol and interception capability across harsh northern conditions, exactly where Russian activity is increasing. It's a jet built for cold weather operations, quick takeoffs from remote runways, and reliable performance in extreme climates, making it ideal for Arctic sovereignty missions. For NATO, a Gripen-equipped Canada would still remain interoperable with alliance systems, but it would also introduce a more diverse tactical ecosystem. That could strengthen ties with new Nordic NATO members like Sweden and Finland, while slightly reducing Canada's dependence on US-supplied platforms. And economically, the industrial ripple could be massive. Saab's Made in Canada plan promises local assembly, maintenance, and tech transfer jobs, creating a long-term defense industry boost and more domestic control over upgrades and parts. While the Gripen E offers independence and cost advantages, it's not without drawbacks. And Canada knows it. The biggest limitation is stealth. Gripen isn't a fifth generation stealth aircraft like the F 35, meaning it can't evade radar detection in heavily defended airspace as effectively. In future high threat missions, that could be a disadvantage. Then there's sensor fusion and data integration, areas where the F 35 still leads. The American jet's ability to merge information from multiple sources in real time gives it unmatched situational awareness, something Gripen is improving, but not yet matching at the same level. Politically, turning away from the F 35 could also strain U.S. Canada defense relations. Washington might view a Gripen deal as a challenge to its defense influence, potentially complicating cooperation within NORAD and NATO. Finally, switching aircraft means new logistics, training, and infrastructure, which take time and money. So, while Gripen promises sovereignty and flexibility, the transition could be slow and expensive. While the Gripen E looks like an attractive alternative, it's not without its limits. The biggest drawback is that it lacks true fifth generation stealth, something the F 35 was specifically built for. In high threat environments, that stealth advantage can make the difference between survival and detection. Another concern is interoperability. The F 35 integrates seamlessly with US and NATO systems, offering unmatched data sharing and mission coordination. A Gripen fleet, though NATO compatible, wouldn't connect as deeply into the American network, potentially creating communication and logistics gaps during joint missions. In short, while Gripen offers freedom and affordability, Canada would be trading away some of the advanced technology, stealth, and network advantages that come with staying inside the American defense ecosystem. Watch for three signals: formal letters of intent from Saab or Canada, industrial agreements, jobs, MRO facilities, and any formal procurement milestones from Ottawa. Also watch US-Canada diplomatic channels. How Washington reacts could shape negotiations. Right now, it's a high-stakes procurement dance, not a done deal. My take: Canada weighing Gripen is less about shocking the Pentagon and more about Ottawa testing options to secure sovereignty, jobs, and Arctic capabilities, but doing so without burning bridges. The story matters because it's a test case in how mid-sized allies balance capability, cost, and strategic autonomy in an era of great power competition. If you like this breakdown, hit like, subscribe, and drop a comment. Would you trade stealth for sovereignty and industrial jobs? I'll read the top replies in the next video.